Hello, welcome to the Shed Chat Lab. Today on the bench, Amstrad CB900. Check the box out as well. Bit of a mess, but nice to see those images. Check those out. Yeah, you need the truck. It's like a Porsche and a Speedboat, and then you can have one of these. Bit of a mess, like I say, but nice to see. So I've had to make a power plug up for this. Just whips it up on the 3D printer. Because as some of you know, these are like, shall we say, rocking horse teeth. Probably the best way to put it. So yeah, it just fits in a little bit loose. Could have done putting a bit of material on the outside just to get it to grip a bit, but it does the job. So I'm powering up. The volume comes in really loud, basically full volume. So got it plugged to external speaker with which has got an 8 ohm resistor across the switch. So I could switch the speaker out as such. So that's why there's going to be no audio on this part. Frequencies 2779098. It should be 125. So it's got to come up here, and the meter, it's a bit of a funny angle, but I think it's about 3.5 watts. That's such a funny angle. It only looks about 2.5. So that's a couple of things to look at. Right, I've got receive as well, but the signal meter's not working, same as in transmit. And because it's running flat out on the volume, can't get a meaningful reading from 1 microvolt of 12 dB. But again, like I say, it's flat out the volume, and it's too much for the scope to have a look at there as well. So we're going to take it apart first and see what's going on. So I'm just going to take the lid off. Right, this is the volume's on full. It's not even wired to the volume control. Nothing's wired to it whatsoever. This is the switch at the top. Nothing wired to the volume control, because they've wired the volume to the tone control. They should just have one wire going to it, and I think a capacitor over those two terminals. So why they've done that, I don't know. Either there was something wrong with the volume pot, but at least I found out the reason for that. So as you can see here, there's the tone. And switch the speaker back in. If I adjust the tone, everything goes up. It must have been on full tone when I switched it on, hence while the volume was on full. It came in on full. So yeah, wired the volume to the tone control. So that's one mystery solved anyway. Also, this cap here is bulging really bad at the top, so that one's going to be swapped out. So let's see if we can address this problem first. The tone and get the wires back on the volume and see if there's a problem with the volume control. I could always take this out of another chassis if I've got another 900, so worst case scenario I could borrow that for now. So yeah, let's have a look at that first. So I have rewired the volume control, but yeah, there must have been something wrong with it. I can see why they moved it over to the tow control, because yeah, wiring the volume control back up, there's still a problem with it. Even spraying in some cleaner, it's yeah, it's all over the place. So I can see why they've done that. I'm going to swap this out with another one from a 900, which is more and more becoming a scrap chassis, because I know the ICs are blown on there because it's been reversed. The person that had it before had actually soldered directly to the pins here, so that's becoming, unfortunately, a donor chassis at the minute. So I'm going to swap this out. I'm going to do the capacitor, and I've got the front off, so I can gain access a bit easier to solder as well, and then give me the opportunity then to check why the bar graph, these lights are not working. So yeah, so I'm just going to remove the old volume pot and tone control as well, so I can swap those over. I'll swap both over from another chassis, because it's already got the capacitor wired in, so it'll be easy to do that. So it's done soldering the volume control and switch assembly. It's coming off easy because I've already swapped the wires onto there in the first place. Then I'm just tagging the positive wires, there's 3 of them, back together, so I know they all go into the same position then on the switch on the volume control for the on off. So just testing the old volume control, it was all over the place. It seemed to be sort of in the ohms range, and then just shot up to the the K range, and yeah, it might have been okay with a clean, but I did try blasting it out, and it didn't make any difference. So something probably gone wrong inside. So I'll take that apart and have a look when I've got a minute, and if it's usable, I'll put it back into the spare pile. So I've replaced those with the ones off another chassis, wired it up. This tool I made on the 3D printer. Somebody kindly sent me a complete set to print, when I asked them. I spotted it on another YouTube video, and you kindly sent me the file over, and they're great for removing the nuts on things like potentiometers, and there's a full set, and PLA is strong enough to do this kind of thing, so yeah, ideal. So yeah, back together. You can't hear the any noise here because the mic's not picking that up. So just putting the front back on. There's a couple of cracks in the plastic there where the screw's going. I'm not putting them in tight. I can get around to doing that some other time. Either glue it or try and make a repair piece of some kind. So yeah, it's I just wanted to get the thing up and running. Come back and do that when I do the ballast resistor. So it is with the knobs back on as such. Yeah, there's a bit of a scraze down there. I don't know, it's been dropped at some stage. It doesn't look too bad from the front. It's only just the first time I noticed it, actually. So the diode, protection diode was removed, and also this capacitor was bulging on the top. And that should be 1,000 microfarad, and it's 640 something. So a lot of the microfarads have jumped up and run off. And here's the bar graph drivers I purchased sort of a while ago, actually, because I know I've got a few of these to do, and I'm guessing at least one of them was gone. So using the Moo gun, remove some of remove the solder from the bar graph driver chip, ready to be replaced. A couple of the legs were bent over, so it took a bit longer than I wanted it to. It's a great tool for the job, though. If you haven't got one, I highly recommend it. You know, making a bit of hash of this. It certainly cleared out the holes, and like I said, I had to lift the pins with a soldering iron as well, and just bend those back up. But the other pins were free, so it wasn't too bad. So there's a bar graph IC removed and new one's back in place. And switching on. You can see the first light's on there already on the signal, and pressing transmit the light up, so that's all working nicely. So just going to set the frequency first. We're on channel 20. And we're looking for 27,79125. A little bit out. Can't seem to get it to lock on. It's going between 23 and 30. It's maxed out. It's quite a lot of movement there. 23 is the nearest we're going to get. So it's 27,79123 is the closest we can get really without going to 30. So I think we'll leave it at that. So we're on channel 1 on test point on the capacitor. T1 should be 2 volts. And 2 volts. And in transmit, just CT1 to 2 volts. See what we're going to transmit. 2.5. I'll find the right tool. Nope. Let's see if we can find the right tool. So we're trying to look for 2 volts in transmit, where a W mic plug would come in handy, but right. 2 volts in transmit. Okay. The channel 40, we should have 4 to 5 volts in transmit. Channel 40. .4. Sure, that's going to be fine. Soon find out. So the most I can get out of this is 3.5. Well, 3 actually. Channel 1, channel 40. Channel 20. Yeah, it's obviously because of these two here. I need to get a resistor to replace that. These two, I think a factory, but yeah, that's what it was. I need to get something to replace that, but that's another day. So deviation, we're looking for round about, you can see the line there, which is conveniently in the right place. So testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Will do for me. So meter adjusted on RV1 for transmit. All the lights on full power. On low power, just the one light. Obviously this is going to probably change when I change this resistor, etc. But we'll sort that out when I get one of those. So that's the detector peaked. So after a bit of tuning, we've got it down to 0.55 of a microvolt for 12 dB sine out, which isn't too bad, I guess. Not great, but I think it's the best we're going to get it. I haven't changed no caps or anything other than the one here that was bulging, so yeah, perhaps changing a few of the caps might have brought it down a bit more, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, quick test between the Amstrad 900 and the we use the Migland Allen. So from the Amstrad to the Migland Allen. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from the Migland Allen to the Amstrad. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's a quick repair on the Amstrad 900 and alignment and setup. Just the ballast resistor that I've got to try and source. I haven't got none of those, so I'm going to have to get a few of those because I've got some similar rigs as well to do. So got to get some of those parts changed. Volume potentiometer, protection diode, which had snapped, as you can see. The capacitor, which is bulging on the top, I haven't changed anymore, and the bar graph driver, which had gone. So yeah, not too bad. I'm just going to put the case back on and give it a clean. So there you go, the Amstrad CB900, quick repair, alignment, quick clean, although it's picked up a load of dust. Now all I need to do is find out what I'm going to put it in, whether I'm going to put it in the truck, the Porsche, or the Speedboat. Might need a bit of a ground plane on the Speedboat though. Got none of those, and Speedboats are a bit hard to use around the Midlands. Perhaps drop one on Kingsbury, but that's about it. So yeah, I think I'll just have to put it in my Volvo and be done with it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully get some more videos up quickly soon. Many thanks, cheers.